Hello everyone. So now we will discuss one more question here. Okay. So this is a question which has come in the GATE CSC 2018. Okay. Now see here. This is a pointer based question, or in this with this question you will get more clear with you can say with your call by value and call by reference also. Okay. Now see here, one code is given and they have asked the output of this program. Okay, what is the output of this program? Okay, now see, now you know how we have to start our program. We have to start executing our program from the main function, and we have to complete all the instructions which are present in the main function. When your all the instruction will be executed, means your execution of program is completed. Fine. Now see here, this is our main function given here, and other than that what we can see here, we have two more functions here. One is your void fun1 function. Okay, one fun1 function and one fun2 function. Okay, so these two functions are given. Okay, and one main function is given to you. Okay, now see, we'll start here. Now see, it has 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 statement. Okay, so we have to complete the execution of all the 7 statement. Okay, so we'll start our program from the main function. Fine, now this is your main function. Now we'll start. Okay, so our first step is, what is your char star str1 equals to high. So see what you can see here, this high is a string. Okay, so how you can store a string? You can store a string with your this string data type. Okay, directly if you have string str1 equals to high, that also you can do. Okay, directly if you have a string data type, if you are taking any variable str1 equals to high. Okay, so like this also you can represent your any string. Okay, directly the value of the string. Okay, and the other way is, if you are taking a char array. Okay, you can take a char array also, and there you can that complete string you can represent in the form of array also. Okay, that is the second way. And the third way, see how they have represented here. They have taken a str1. This is a pointer variable because star is there in front of it. So str1 is a pointer variable here, and that is of character type. Okay, so see, in this way how we can store a string. So they have given char star str1 equals to high. Okay, so what does it mean here? Okay, now see, str1 is a pointer variable. Fine, str1 will be a pointer variable. Okay, and let us suppose it is at a address location 100. Fine. Okay, and now you have your string, that is your high. Okay, so this is your h. In this form it will be stored in your memory. Okay, so let us suppose this is at the address. Let us suppose any address. This is your 1001, this is your 1002, and this is your 1003. Okay, because this is a character array, so we can take one byte. Okay, so this is your, this is 1001, this is your 1002, and this is your 1003, because your string will always be end with this. A string will be represented like this. Okay, and with the null character at last. Okay, so now see here, let us suppose this address is at 1001. Okay, now what this str1 is doing, this str1 is storing this address 1001, means it is pointing to this this character. Okay, so it is pointing to this character here. So see, str1 equals to high means str1 is your character pointer, means it will store the address, and now it is storing the address of this first element of your string. Okay, this it is pointing to this, it is storing the address of this one. Fine, now in the same way they have declared one more str2 character pointer. Okay, character pointer variable which is storing this by. Okay, so see, str2 is again your pointer variable, means it will store the address. Okay, so it will store the address. Okay, now see here, in your memory this by will be stored like this, bye. Okay, this by will be stored like this with the null character at last. Okay, so now let us suppose the address of this is, let us suppose I am taking 2001 here, this is your 2002, this will be your 2003, and this is your 2004. Fine, now this str2 will store the address of this 2001, okay, because it is pointing to this string, okay. And let us suppose the address of this str2 is 200, because it will also be allocated at particular memory location, okay. So let us suppose it is stored at the memory location 200, and what it is storing, it is storing this address, means it is pointing to this string here, okay. So in this way you can store your string also like this with the pointer variable, okay. Now see what is there in the third step. This is main function is calling your fun1 function, okay. This is the third step. This was your first, second, now third step. It is calling your fun1 function, and what it is doing, it is passing the value of str1 and str2, okay. Now what is your str1 value? Str value 1 is your 1001, and str2 value is your 2001. Fine. Now it is passing these two value and calling your fun1 function, okay. Now where is your fun1 function? Your fun1 function is here, and now see here also this s1 and s2 is receiving these two values, okay. Because this 1000 and 2001, this str and str2 are your pointer variable, that's why these should also be pointer variable to receive that value, okay. So this s1 is 1001 is coming to s1, and 2001 is coming to your s2 s2 variable, okay. Now let us suppose, okay, now let us suppose this is your s1, okay, this is your s1, and this is your s2. Fine. S1 is getting the value 1001, and S2 is getting the value of 2001, okay. This S1 and S2, these are some value they will get, and these will also store at some memory location. Let us suppose this is at 300 or this is at 400, okay. Let us suppose, okay. So these are getting these value, and when we are calling this fun1 function, now we will enter to a fun1 function, okay. So see here how many steps are there, 1 2 3 4. So in the fun1 function you are having 4 instructions, so you have to execute these 4 instructions, complete the fun1 function execution, and then you have to return back to the point from where it is called, okay. Now see, we will move to the fun1 function. So first step in your fun1 function is, what is there, char start temp. So a temp variable is created, okay. A temp variable is created, that is also a pointer variable, okay. And maybe some at some memory location 500 I am allocating this variable, okay. Now see what is doing there, temp equals to s1. Now temp is getting the value of s1, so s1 is your 1001, so temp will store the value 1001. Fine. Now second step, s1 equals to s2. Now in your s1 you have to put the value of s2, so s2 value is 2001, so this value you will have 2001 now, okay. And now the third step is S2 equals to temp. Now in S2 you have to store the value of temp. So temp value is your 1001. So 2001 is replaced with your 1001. Okay. Okay. So these 4 steps are completed. So basically what happened in this fun1 function is, what happened, this was 1001 first S1, S2 was 2001, and now S1 is 2001, and S2 is your 1001. So basically these two values are swapped in this function fun1, okay. Now see, this is completed. Now what will happen again when we have completed this fun1 function, so we will return back to the point from where it is called. So it was called from this point, third, now it is completed, so we'll move to the fourth instruction. So fourth is your printf percentages str1 and str2 you have to print, okay. Now see here in the fourth step you have to printf percentage s str1. Fine. Now what is your str1? Str1 is your 1001, which is pointing to this character array, okay. Now see here, what does it means, printf percentage is str1, so str1 value is your 1001, so it means that you have to print the value from 1001 until the point where it gets the null value. So it will start printing from here 1001, so value is hi, and it have to stop at the point where your null character is there, okay. So null character is here, so it will print the value hi, okay. So what will this will print your value hi, okay, first hi, and then one more is percentage is str2, again it has to print str2. Now what is your str2? Str2 is a 2001, which is pointing to this variable, okay. This is pointing to this variable. Again you have to print the again you have to print the string from 2001 onwards to the point where it is getting a null character. So it will start printing from here BYE. Here we have get the null character, so it will stop here. Now means this is printing a by here. Okay, fine. Fine. Now, so this statement is completed. Now we will move to the fifth statement, that is your fun2. Again, now it is calling a fun2 function. Okay. Now in the fourth step, sorry. Now in the fifth step, in the main function, we are calling a fun2 function. Fine. Fine. And what it is passing address of str1 and address of str2. Now see what is address of str1. Address of str1 is your 100 and address of str2 is your 200. Okay, now in this function we are passing the address of str1 and str2. In the first f1 we have passed the values str1 and str2. Now here we are passing the address of str1 and str2. Fine. Now we will move to your fun2 function. Okay, so now where is the fun2 function? Fun2 function is your here. Now we have to execute all the 4 steps of it instruction to complete this. Okay, now first is your char star temp. Okay, now again a temp variable will be created. Fine. Again a temp variable will be created at any location, let us suppose 600. Fine. And now what? Char temp equals to star s1. Now what it is doing in this step? In temp it is storing the value of value at s1. Okay, now what is your s1 first? See, s1 is your, sorry, here again see, we will s1 and s2 value we have to give. Okay, first of all this value has come to your s1 and s2 variable. Fine, because this fun 200 and 200 were passed to this and it is received by this s1 and s2. Now this s1 is your 100 and this s2 is your 200. Fine. Okay, now we have temp variable is created and let us suppose the address of it is, I am saying 600. Okay, now what it is doing here in this step, temp equals to star s1. Now see here, what is s1 here? S1 is your 100. Okay, so s1 is your 100. Okay, now we have to the value at 100. So star 100 means value at 100 will be given to your temp variable. So now 100 is this, now value at 100. So value at 100 is your 1001. So 1001 will be allocated to your temp variable. Fine. Now in the second step, what it is doing? Star s1 equals to star s2 means what is your s2? See, s2 is your 200. So 200, this is your 200. Okay, and value at 200. Okay, so value at 200. Okay, so value at 200 is your 2001 and that will be allocated to s1. S1, what is your s1? 100. Okay, see here, I will do this here because this is your star s1 equals to star s2. Fine. Now what is this? S2 is your 200. Okay, 200 and star 200 means value at 200. So what is value at 200 is your 2001. This you have to assign to s1. What is your s1? S1 is your 100 and star s1 means value at s1. So value at s1 is your 1001. So here you have to give this value 2001. Okay, you understood it? Okay, see, S2 is your 200 because S2 is 200. Now value at 200. So value at 200, what is 200? Where is 200? 200 is here. Now value at 200 is your 2001. This value you have to give where? S1, value at S1. So S1 is your 100, value at S1 is your 1001. So there you have to put this value 2001. Fine. Now your fourth step, star s2 equals to your temp. So temp value, you know what is your temp value? 1001. So this value you have to assign where? S2. What is your S2 now? S2 is your 200. Now star S2 means value at 200. So value at 200. Okay, what is the value at 200? 2001. There you have to put this value 1001. You are assigning this value 1001 here. Okay. Now see, all the steps are completed. So what this function f2 has done? Okay, this has directly swapped the values of these two strn1, str2. See, str1 was first 1001 and str2 was 2001. Now the values are swapped in the final stages. Okay, so in this fun2, here the values are changed, means values are swapped. Okay, in fun1 also values were changed, but these were changed internally in your fun1 function only. It has not reflected to your the strn1, str2 which were there in your main function. Okay, but here because we have passed the addresses, because in the fun2 function, in the fun2 function we have passed the addresses of this str1 and str2. So when addresses are passed, that is called your call by reference. Okay, and then that will affect directly your the value at your value which was present in your main function. Okay, from where it was called. Okay, so it has directly reflected the value in the str1 and str2 because we have referred directly to the address and the value at that address. But so this we can call like your call by value. We can call it like call by value because we have passed here the values. We have passed the values of str1 and str2. So it has not reflected in here. It has direct only this change in your f1 function, and this we can call like as your call by reference. Why? Because in this we have passed the address of your str1 and str2, and then when we have passed that swap, it has directly reflected in your main function str1 and str2. Okay, so this we can call like a call by value, and this is your call by reference. Fine. Now see. Okay, now see, all the four steps are completed here. Now we'll return back to the point from where it is called. So it was called from this fun2 point. Now this is completed. Now we will move to the sixth statement, that is your printf percentages str1 comma str2. Again you have to print str1 and str2. Now your str1 and str2 will be what? See, now this 2001, now str1 is storing 2001, means now what does it mean? When it is storing 2001 means 2001 is this, so now it is pointing to this one. Fine. And now str2 is storing your 1001 means this str2 is pointing to this now. Fine, because these addresses are changed here. Now 2001 means this is pointing to this, and str2 is pointing to this. Now we have to print this str1. Fine. Now when we have to print this str1, what it will print? The from sorry, this str1 we have to print, and this str1 is pointing here. Fine. And this, the first character is b here, so we have to start printing the character up to the point where null character is there. So bye, here null is there, so we will print by here. Okay, so what we will print here? We will print here by here. Fine. And then your str2, so str2 is pointing to here now, so it will print high here. Okay. Okay, now see, this step is completed. Okay, this function is completed. So finally what is the output? First we have got high by. From the first print statement we have got high by, and from the second print statement we have got by high. Okay, so our output will be high, by and high. Fine. So in this way the execution of this program is completed, and your final output is this. Okay, so here also you have seen example of I can say example of your call by value and call by reference. Okay, in the fun1 function you have directly passed this s1 and s2 values. Okay, so s1 and s2 values you have passed. Those were also the pointer variables, but these were the values there, and that has only reflected in your fun1 function. But in the fun2 function you have passed the addresses of your str1 and str2, that we can call like a call by reference, what we can say, and that has reflected finally in the original strings which were present here. Okay, so this was all about this video. Hope you got it. Thank you.